Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Right here in the hop garden, this is Northern Brewer hops. These are hop cones. This is what beer is bittered and the aromas for the hoppy beers come from. So, about 10 feet tall going across. There's about 10 different varieties. So, tell you what, let's go check and see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Laughing Dog Brewing. This is their Alpha Dog Imperial IPA Indian Pale Ale. Don't see any dates on the bottle, so that's kind of discouraging off of that. The beer is, like I said, from Laughing Dog, and they're out of Ponderay, Idaho. The style is American Double Imperial IPA. The bottle, I don't think it has it listed on here. Look what the ABV is. But Beer Advocate has 8.7%, and Rate Beer had 8%. So I don't know which one is exactly accurate. This is not on the label. They need to put that on the label along with the date. Food pairings for this cuisine be barbecue, cheeses, peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, blue, sharp, cheddar. All your more pungent cheeses, even Gorgonzola and Limburger goes with this beer. Your more stronger beers take a more stronger cheese and more stronger meat. And the meat for this is grilled meat, salmon, game, beef, your stronger dishes. Glassware is Stifter, Tulip. You could use a plain if you know, just pour it into something. I use the Duvel glass. That's what I've got here. I use those for the Imperial IPAs and the stouts. It brings up their aromas a little better. And let's get the cap off this thing. Year-round serving on this beer from them, so if you can get Laughing Dog beers, whoa! And that come out pretty heavy. It's a gusher. So, let's get that cleaned up. Guys, that was a gusher. I mean, it really took off. And I had seen a review earlier that it did the same thing to somebody else. Way over carbonated on this one. For professionals, that's not very professional. That's going to cost them a point probably on the grade. That's way, way over carbonated. Your beer should not gush out the top of the bottle when you open it like that. And if it does, you got something wrong. It pours a fairly cloudy, hazy, orangey, honey-colored orange, maybe a little darker, like a burnt honey, or it's almost like an orange juice color to me. Super large head. I mean, and you see what we got and what happened when the bottle opened, and it's got 2 inches of foam in the bottle now, so I'm not impressed by that at all. Let's get a nose on this. You got a very good smell, real piney, real sweet, grapefruity. Smells very, very good. It's definitely overcarbonated though. I'm getting a lot of your lighter fruit, mangoes and pears, and maybe some apricots or something in there too. It's really wild what kind of aromas you can get out of the yeast and the hops that they put in these beers. It really is impressive. So, well, let's see if I can get any beer out without getting this all over my face. Cheers, guys. I'm getting all the fruit like I smelled. The pears, the mango, the piney. It's really piney, resinous. Really, really good. It's got a very pleasant taste. A lot of hops in this beer. The IBUs on this one is 127, so pretty hoppy. Very nice smelling, very nice tasting though. Just don't like the explosion you get when you pop the cap on like that. It shouldn't do that. And that's been in the fridge for a while. It's not been shaken or anything bizarre. It's been settled, so there's something going on. And like I said, I read in a previous review about this beer doing the same thing to somebody else. So if you get this beer, be careful with it because it's going to gush on you. And this, a lot of people thought this was a replacement for the Devil Dog, but when they're making that too, and I do have a bottle of that we're going to review too. So, got a very pleasant smell, very piney, resinous, grapefruity to me, similar to a West Coast style. That's what I call it, but it's real piney and resinous like this. It does have a bitter back end though, so with 127 IBUs there, if you're not used to a bitter beer, this will probably jerk your tongue right out and step on it. So I like it. Being a hophead, it's a pretty tasty beer. So looking good. Just don't like the gushers like that, but you know they don't brew the beer for old Greg. So I'm going to let it warm up. It's right out of the fridge. I'm going to sip on it and maybe share a little bit of it, and be right back when we do the final chug on this one. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. Got a little bit left here. This, I mean, it almost looks like a margarita at the top of the glass. It's got so much foam all the way up and down the glass. I mean, a lot of carbonation on this beer. I mean, it exploded out of the bottle. I don't know if they're fermenting the sugars all the way out or what the deal is for it to have that much effervescence in the bottle. There's definitely some more carbonation going on in the bottle, so I don't... Being a home brewer, I'm thinking it's not fermented all the way out before they bottle it. So I'm not surprised if some of these may even blow the caps off in the stores before they refrigerate it, because you know, till you chill it down to around 40 degrees, the yeast is going to continue to ferment in the bottle if there is additional sugars to be consumed. So I'm surprised people that don't have this refrigerated and sitting on a shelf, the tops start popping off of it, having that much carbonation. So. Final chug, guys. Live. I mean, it's still got a big clump of foam right there in the top. Almost like a little mountain of foam. So, a lot of carbonation there. I mean, a lot of bubbles, a lot of lacing, a lot of foam. It's a very decent beer. It's an above average beer. It's got an issue with the carbonation, like I said, and the bottle's exploding as soon as you pop the cap off of them. But it's a very bitter, which is expected for a double IPA or an Imperial IPA. But it's very bitter. It's not on the sweeter side like a Bell's, a Two Heart, or something of that nature. They've got a lot of hops to counteract the heavy grain bill, which is not super heavy, being an 8%, almost 9% beer. But there's a lot heavier beers out there from 11 on up to 15, and even the exotic beers like this. Guys, I'm gonna give it to you 5. It's a B minus. I don't like it exploding like that. It don't have a date on the label. It's a decent beer, but it's seriously overcarbonated. So, if you've had this beer, or you can get Laughing Dog beers, give me some comments back on this one, guys. Let me know if you've had the same problem, if you've had it before and it exploded on you, or not. Maybe this is a different batch or something going on here. So, guys, give me some comments back on this one. Beer Advocate has this at B+, and Rate Beer has a 96 overall, which is a pretty good score, and a 66 in the style. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Why it got such a low score in the style of beer, which is an Imperial. So maybe some people are thinking it's not fitting the style there. I'm not sure. Maybe they're thinking it's got too much damn foam. I think it does. So guys, give me comments back on this. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to look in the fridge and see what's in there. Hope everybody can join us in. See you.